Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Solid swing from start to end.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. And that's in for a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Abrams on second. Garrett on at first with nobody out. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs,
line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And a foul ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to
swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As a run scores. 2 on, 1 out. Next to hit for the Nats, Paul DeYoung. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the rubber match of this series.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That misses, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate,
inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. It's the Nationals 2 and the Pirates nothing. Back in Washington, D.C. Here is the rookie third baseman, Brady House. Mambo back to work.
Well, not just 1 runs. This is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Here's your 1. High in the air, out to right. You're under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Nasim Nunez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And there's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now, Robert Hassel III.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And he deals.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. The throw into second, in there, just beat the tag. It's a double.
Great effort out there as he tries to reach and haul this one in, but just can't extend far enough. I think it started with a bad read off the bat, which led to a bad jump, bad angle, and that cost him right there. Extra bases.
Abrams takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Throw to third. He's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Bottom of the inning. Up now for Washington, Stone Garrett. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. For the strike zone, middle away.
He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Wood in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. That clips the zone and a count 1-1. Tied up here in the early going. So now 1-2. That one ripped right center field. Gone.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center. And out number one on the grab. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. That is upstairs for ball one. One out, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
The pop-up. Big.
You got it. I got it.
Brings it in. Two away. Two outs, base is empty. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, two away, but 2 runs are in here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that'll do it. Bottom of the fourth, here's the third baseman, Brady House. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Foul ball. That misses. It's 2-2. That's to third. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nasim Nunez.
Nasim Nunez getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Nunez, 24 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Base is
One
empty,
ball,
one away.
one strike.
We're here in the bottom of the fourth. High fly ball down the left field line. Reynolds makes the grab, and there's two gone. Robert Hassel III digging in for the Nationals. First pitch, and he just misses. And a foul ball. Two outs.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played four. Back here in Nationals Park, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now the DH, C.J. Abrams. Mambo back to work. Fouled off. He was late. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
That one is absolutely belted. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Oh, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see.
Pitching for Pittsburgh.
Peter Strzelecki taking over on the mound.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Marco Mambo, the star of the show, getting ready to showcase his skills on the diamond. right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. And that one fouled off.
First pitch, 640.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-2. Out there to center.
I got it.
Cruz makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Mambo, a 6'2 righty, 210 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. That one the other way.
I got it.
Makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Brent Rooker now at the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play move. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. And that's way high. 1-0.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Fouled off left side. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one at 95 missed up top, and it's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Rooker at second with 2 down. And down on strikes. And that is that. So a 2-out double, but they don't score. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. New inning getting started. This is J.J. Bleday. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Mambo back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Pitch misses there, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geller. And that misses. Ball 1. Mambo, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. On the ground to the left. Connor Falefa throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Next to hit, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That pitch gets the inside corner. Strike 1.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one carrying, and that is gone. He circles the bases, His 12th of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that offense.
2 outs, nobody on. Here's Gio Urshela. And first offering is fouled off. 2 out, space is empty.
With that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the draw within 1 thanks to the solo home that one.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So the batting order turns over. Digging in, Lawrence Butler. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And there's a foul ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 so far.
Wilson.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher, because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's off the mark. 1-2 to count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Langoliers.
Deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come 1 at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side.
You got room. You got room.
He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 33,
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. Here's a rocket out to left. Reynolds brings it in. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Outside, ball 1. Geloff, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. That's in there, and the count even 1-1. breaking ball in there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Pirates 9 and the A's 1. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
See, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment.